I am on there.
Landy. This is actually one of the most beautiful scenes in the series history.
I'm in the Landy fucking army on this one.
I like it. It's very good.
It's a good scene that's gotten like way over memed to the point where the original point of the scene has been totally like lost.
I think it's a classic case of like, hey, look at this funny scene with no context. You're like, wow, this is real shit. Yeah. And then when you actually play the game and you understand why it feels so forced, it's like, no, this is great.
Yeah.
Is this the laughing scene? I'm not laughing. Okay.
Yeah. I think it's really funny that he knows. All right.
Okay. This person has
here we go. We got a lot.
This take is a fucking freezer. This is the best one.
FF9.
Can you hit show more? Can we see
boring.
What is that? FF9 is good.
There's more to it. There's more. Hit show more.
Oh yeah.
It's a long tweet. Yeah. No, you're good.
No.
There you go.
Oh no, it's not.
There was not really anything else, but whatever.
Well, there was a little bit more. Yeah. But okay, so wait, what did it say?
FF9 and 12 are so boring. 6, 7 original plus remake. 8, 10, 13, 15, 16 are incredible games.
Some of those are incredible.
All
games.
13 games are amazing. Stranger of Paradise FF Origin is great. The so-called fans who saying not FF game / bad FF game are pure, blindly absurd and toxic.
I think that last one is based.
That's true.
I think the idea of like this series that's wildly different from installment to installment, like there is no formula.
Yeah. I love that both
of
Katase and why am I drawing a blank on the
Sakaguchi
both recently said, yeah, the thing that makes Final Fantasy is that like it's different every game, and
Final Fantasy is whatever
they want with it.
It's whatever the developers at the time think Final Fantasy is.
Yeah.
Is liking FF Origin a controversial take? I thought people liked Stranger of Paradise.
I think.
I don't know. I love it. We all love it.
Oh, dude, it was a good game.
I think a lot more people like it now when it came out now. But I think a lot more people like it now than.
Aggro, you might want to fix our voice chat things on your layout. Oh. We're like cut. Like Sean is like cut down.
Sean just had to join.
I got the invite.
FF9, not boring.
Aggro fell on his knees earlier today and was like, Sean, please, I need you to come to my stream or else I'm going to be alone with SP and OJ. Please.
Oh, okay.
That never happens.
It's pretty crazy.
I think for this tweet, all I ask is that they switch FF9 with FF15.
Okay. You know what? We have to like all the good ones.
Well, they said that FF15 is an incredible game, which I like FF15.
No, put FF15 boring.
Okay. Final Fantasy 15 is better than Final Fantasy 16.
Next.
No. But I do like 15 more than 16. But
it's not a better game.
It's not better. It's not a better game.
This series needs a black protagonist. That'd be nice.
Sure. Yeah.
Yeah. I don't feel any way about that. I mean, representation's never bad.
For spoken. I'm sorry.
Okay. Was that racist? Was that racist? All right, Aggro. Next. We can't touch on this.
Look, they wanted her to be the protagonist of the third pillar of Square Enix.
Yeah. Look at that.
I'm not. I
think it's a better game.
Lesson from that.
Yep.
Of course.
Let's see. World of Final Fantasy. I doubt anyone in this thread has said it yet. Is so underrated. Let's see how many times we see this in this thread.
Yeah.
Chibi. What?
Chibi.
Lilkin?
That's who knows, dude.
Okay, versus the original characters that you befriend and fight. Besides, you discover each FF in its own way. Criminal offense underrated. Sure, I'm excited to play it one day.
100%. It is the most. It is just like I hate to say it's a love letter to Final Fantasy, but dude,
it's the 30th anniversary game.
It is literally just like a celebration of what Final Fantasy was before, what it can be, and it's just amazing game. It is extremely underrated. It should be in more people's favorite games. I love it. Yeah.
I guess I like. Oh, here we go. I saved this one for you, SB. Final Fantasy X is only loved because it was the first FF on PS2.
I'll beat somebody's ass.
Here's what I think.
Well,
like,
that take is like, I think
reasonable.
It makes more sense if they said voice acting.
Yeah.
I don't think it being on PS2 has anything. I think it's just the fact that it's the first fully voice acted one.
I don't even really think it's. I think that's part of it, but I don't think it's just that. I think that FF10 probably definitely gets a ton of extra points because of the jump. Look at any game before 10 to 10. Like, I don't think the fact that it's on PS2 is the important part, but it's like the first quote-unquote modern Final Fantasy game. And I think that it's like for a lot of people it's a lot easier to go back to like FF10 than to go back to like anything before it.
Yeah.
I think that, and again, this is me being the FF10 lover I am. I genuinely believe you put FF10 out today, people still fucking go crazy for it.
Yeah,
maybe
so.
not as crazy, because like people don't like turn-based like that as much.
Do you mean like as is?
No, like a 2023 version.
Okay,
but like not like a re-release, just like Final Fantasy 17. We're going back to turn-based and we're going to Spira. I think
those CG themes still hold up really, really well.
Yeah. I don't think it's because it was the first Final Fantasy on PS2. I think that's really underselling it. Like, the combat's amazing, in my opinion. The music is some of Uematsu's best. Fuck you, Iron Aggro. Just the stories. He's out of touch, in my opinion.
I would. Yeah, I don't agree with this tweet that it's only loved because of that, but I do think that it probably has a disproportionate number of enjoyers because it's probably the earliest. It's the most accessible early Final Fantasy game.
Yeah, I got
like, you know what I'm saying. So.
Yeah, so give that one a like.
Ballsy, I'm so used to saying that.
No, I don't like that because I don't agree with the premise of the take. Because the premise of the take is that it's only like that. It's only because of that.
So yeah,
not that it is disproportionately liked because of that.
Okay. Another female protagonist. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yes, but I don't want female Cloud. Yeah. I don't want female Cloud like we kind of got with Lightning. Like when we
what?
Listen.
Oh, no.
Listen, now you're gonna let me explain. You're gonna let me explain. You're gonna let me answer my question.
Right, I gotta go, guys.
No. when I feel like up until
Oh no.
I fucking hate when people do that. It's never funny.
It's funny sometimes. It's funny sometimes.
Annoying.
I always have fun with it.
Up until Lightning had her, like, I need to be a person moment, she was just kind of female Cloud. I want
Isn't
a
that
female
also Cloud's
tag that doesn't... Yeah, but it's Cloud. She's a woman, Sean. I just, like... I want a female protagonist that is just, like... I don't know. I feel like it can be very, like... how do I word this?
Like, more cheerful?
No. Female characters are either I can do anything a guy can do just because I'm a girl, it doesn't matter, or I'm Aerith, I'm cheery. Like, I just want a normal fucking person. I want an isekai female pro tag.
Well, you should play Hit Game for Spoken.
No, it doesn't have...
I mean, 6 is basically that.
Yeah.
I can't wait to play it.
I will... not touching the female part of this, but I do think that the next game should have a more... Okay, well, can you kick him again? I do think that 17 have a more cheerful pro tag. I think we've had like some really doom and gloom guys for a while.
I think Clive was kind of like...
No. Don't fucking say that. You can't say that.
Clive's down for a while, but for most of the game, he's a pretty optimistic guy.
Having a dry sense of humor is not the same thing as being cheery.
Noctis was pretty cheery.
What do you mean?
He's a cup noodle.
He was edgy for the whole fucking thing.
What are you talking about? What game did you play?
I played 15, where he's just
Noctis
fucking edgy
probably
and
the
depressed.
Most upbeat protagonist. Yeah,
have you experienced a happy character in fiction before, or an
Yes.
upbeat? I feel like you haven't. If these are your fucking bases for these, I don't know if none of the FF protagonists that I can think of I would describe as a cheery character.
Tidus, Vaughn, Noctis.
Tidus. I'd say Tidus
Zidane.
is the last one I can think of.
Hold on, Titus. We mean Titus.
Bartz.
I can't think of anybody after Titus.
Bart's
Honestly,
already
if
up.
I have If I have to pick one, it's
Vaughn,
probably
but-
Bart. It's
Oh, you have to
probably
do-
Bart.
Oh, okay. Of the whole series, yeah. Well, no,
Is it-
I would say Zidane.
Zidane, yeah.
Like Zidane
Zidane, I
has
guess.
his moments
Dude,
where he's down.
He's looking up.
Overall-
They're
Well,
climbing
no,
the
no,
ladder and he's staring at Garnet's butt.
So it's the conversation of, do you count it if the character is like harboring, if they're like faking it?
I think
'Cause with Zidane,
They all are.
They
Except
all
maybe
are, yes.
Bartz. Maybe.
Except Bart's. He's
More
the
like
only one who
farts.
But I
got
think
faked.
that's more just the game not, being able to show that he's
Yeah,
doing
yeah.
that.
you know what I'm saying. We need a Sora.
No.
We need
we
no,
need
we
a
don't.
Sora protest.
Oh,
in-
hold on.
in
No.
Final Fantasy.
He's got the pan on. I like it.
No,
Dude,
we need
a
a-
Sora,
we need a Sora.
a Sora pro tag who's
No.
carrying the weight of the world on his shoulders, but still is trying to I'm
Yeah.
with Sean there.
And I better written than Sora because it's not with fucking Donald Duck and Goofy.
Gosh,
But
Sora.
that
Oh.
idea of
Fucking Sean
everything's
hates all the goofy, bro. He's
I-
just-
I-
he's
No, Sean,
Look, man.
Sean, you should play hit game Trails in the Sky.
Trails.
Oh,
Oh,
You
If
should
only I
play
had
the
the
scale
time.
Trails in the Sky.
If
If only I
duology.
had the time, dude. If only
You
I
would
had
love-
the time.
you would-
What
you
is
would- you would love
Vagrant
that.
Story?
Vagrant Story is so you know the Evilise games, right?
Evilise.
It's the second game in the Evilise series.
Okay.
And it is canon to all the other ones. It happened.
Happened.
It was a OJ would probably know more, but it's a PS1 turn-based
Okay.
game set in the Evilise world. And it's pretty much, if it was called Final Fantasy, like, that's the only thing keeping it from being a Final
Okay.
Fantasy.
So you should like that tweet also because Jesse's based. So
Yes, true.
you should.
Chaos.
Well, Jesse
Thank you
sucks.
for the chaos redeem, Sean. This person. Oh, yeah, this one. Oh, yeah, him. Oh, boy.
So true. Good unfollow.
You have to read it. I'm not working it.
Final Fantasy 15 was not only complete at launch, but masterfully done. The biggest issue was that people weren't used to the open world storytelling it employed.
Yeah,
You
because
had
the
to
first
do your
time that we
homework,
ever had.
even aside from the movie and anime, to fully grasp it all. Hence my
We have
class.
to do our homework, aggro. We have to do our homework and wait for the game to fucking fix
Because-
itself with,
Yeah.
with story updates.
You're just.
Like,
I need to have a certain IQ to understand Final Fantasy 15 at launch.
Listen. I watch Rick and Morty. I'm smarter than you. I don't.
As we all know,
I want to say I
Final
met this
Fantasy
person in
15
real
was
life.
the
He was
first.
pretty nice, but I didn't know this about him, so I don't know.
Oh no, aggro.
I did not play 15 at launch. But the game
15
sucks, so I disagree with him.
Listen, I think I dislike 15 more than SB does, but I think a lot of people who claim stuff like that only played Royal, which is fair to them.
Yeah,
But you can't claim
you can't talk about launch if that's the case.
the base version. If you
Get excited for when I play through launch 14
That sounds
like a
on my
terrible
base
idea.
PS4 unpatched.
People forget they had to patch in scenes to fix the story pacing at the
That's
end.
crazy.
Uh,
No,
Yeah.
shit game.
that last hour or two is really, really good if you play Royal. If you didn't, cool.
Yeah, that last hour fucking rocks. Also, I just like the implication in this tweet that Final Fantasy 15 is the first open world game ever made.
Mhm.
People just weren't used to the open
Oh
world
yeah, in
storytelling deployed.
2016, right?
My question is,
Yeah, okay.
so
Uh-huh.
do you think, and maybe this is just me being smooth brain, I think for the most part, everything you need for a story in a game should be in the game. I'm okay with extra outside of it or expansion content,
Yeah.
but to understand
The
base
basic-
15,
No.
have to watch a movie
I
and anime.
disagree.
The
Really?
basis of it can't, no. So here's the thing, right? The basis of it can't be reliant on supplemental material. The stuff in the movie should not have been only in the movie, right?
Okay.
Brotherhood, maybe that's fair, but The stuff in the movie and a lot of that supplemental shit should not.
See,
that should have been.
I'm gonna disagree because I think you're both gonna agree when it comes to when Kingdom Hearts 4 is like, hey, here's the masters and all them.
That's
and
different.
expect you
That's
to
a game.
understand.
Hold on a second.
Nah, girl,
That's different because that's an ongoing series with multiple entries all
not only
connected.
that.
Yeah.
Not only that. Those are. That's from a different game. Like they're coming from different games. With 15, it's from other avenues of media.
Yeah,
so you
see,
have a film.
I did.
And
now,
I
see,
would-
I think
Barbie
15
movie
handled
was
it
bad.
absolutely terribly, poorly, awful, terrible. I don't think the concept is bad. I think that's perfectly fine if you want to do that. It's just you have to do it well.
I think that I think is what SB was saying, and I agree that if you're continuing a story, that's okay. But
Yep.
when you're starting it, like, look, Kingdom Hearts 4 relying on other pieces of Kingdom Hearts media. Look, we're on the 4th game at this point. Like, you're in it.
Yes,
you know.
the fourth game.
Yeah, well, you get what I mean.
Yeah.
But if it's like,
Well, to be fair,
Oh,
we're
shit,
on
the
the
first Mass
15th
Effect game-
Final Fantasy.
like, can you imagine if Mass Effect 1 you didn't understand it unless you watched a TV show and a movie?
Yeah, it'd be stupid.
Like, what?
I think it all depends where in the timeline of the game or franchise.
The world, I think.
The world.
I think-
Okay.
Yeah, I think like Brotherhood is like the sweet spot, like the anime for 15, because that's just like that's like mainly just like character-driven stuff that you don't need to know.
Yeah, I think
But
if
it's good
15,
to know.
I think if 15 was written better, Brotherhood wouldn't be a problem.
Yes.
Because the problem lies not in Brotherhood's existence. It lies in the fact that if you really want to feel like these characters care about each other, you kind of need... The game doesn't do a good enough job of
Yeah.
it on its own.
Okay.
Whereas Kingsglaive is like vital, important world lore is delivered to you outside
Yeah.
of
Sean Bean.
the game. Yeah.
Is Sean
Alright.
Bean in the movie?
Yeah, he's Nox's dad.
Yo, Kefka.
He's Regis?
Yeah.
Yeah.
What?
Terrible.
In the
Awful.
movie.
Yeah.
Who is?
In the movie.
Only in the movie.
Who
Sean
is?
Bean.
That's fucking weird.
Who's Sean
Okay.
Bean?
Okay, shut the fuck up.
Mr. Bean?
Can we move on, please?
Kefka's better villain Sephiroth. No.
Who is? Sorry?
Okay.
Kefka.
Oh no. Sephiroth's Fathom's better.
I wasn't around for all the controversy of 15 and didn't play it until the Royal Edition, but that will always be my game and they will always be my voice. No.
That's
Well,
whatever.
okay, no, you know what?
I don't
Whatever.
know.
Like,
I'm not,
Also,
you
come
like
on,
that
bro.
tweet. You like that
Sure.
tweet. Because
Oh,
what
well,
that
that's
take
the one.
is, that take
fair.
is,
It's not,
I
it doesn't
like
fit
something.
this. It
No,
doesn't
no.
fit this.
It's
No.
not controversial.
Doesn't.
But the
But it's
problem
good.
is that in fandom, it is controversial to say that you like something.
That's fair. Okay.
You know what?
It
No, no.
shouldn't be,
Fine.
He's
but
right.
it's treated like it is, you know?
Okay. Lightning
anyways,
Saga is a great
saying
game
this about-
series addition to Final Fantasy franchise, and Lightning is one of the best protagonists. I do think Lightning is
Spin!
the second best mainline protagonist.
Now,
I wouldn't go that far,
Maybe
but she's
third.
pretty good.
Maybe third.
I think Lightning's very good. Well written. I think they kind of lose her like after 13,
I haven't
like
played
13
13
2.
2 or 3, so I can't.
I think Lightning is strongest in 13, which makes sense. Like as a
Yeah.
sequel,
I think
Your
she's
likelihood of
best
it-
in probably the third game,
Okay.
but like
she's good in Lightning Returns, but I just think
when I
13's
play,
her best.
I'll restate my opinion. But so far, I'd say like I think her, Cloud, and Clive are by far the best, and there's a power gap after that for me.
Yeah,
get the fuck out of here. I do think
Oh my
it's
God.
okay to like something, unless it's something that I don't like. So this tweet is not okay.
Okay.
No, I'm kidding.
Alright.
I have no opinions on Final,
Final
Fantasy
Fantasy
13.
9 is the best Final Fantasy. That's not an unpopular
No.
opinion at all.
I would say
It's
Yeah, that's
wonderful.
not-
people love 9, yeah.
9
Mine's
is in
very
the
popular.
9 is in the
I think-
pool of acceptable
shit.
games to say are your favorite. Like, no-
like 9
Egg.
also, I promise you, if like the majority of people who say that replay it now because they haven't played it in like 10 years,
Yeah,
they're
that's
they're,
true.
they're
Egg.
It's okay. They'll play the remake and then go. 9 was always just this good. 9 is exactly like what this. This is exactly what I remember, even though it's not what they remember. It's better.
Yeah.
I just saw Makoto was trending on the side of Aggro's
I
Twitter
don't know
thing, and I
why.
went, oh shit, I forgot that Tactica's on Game Pass. I should go download that real quick.
Yeah.
That's funny. I think
I
yeah.
downloaded it. I have not played it yet.
FF9 is in, like, if you say FF9 is your favorite Final Fantasy, people are just like, oh, my favorite is this number. Where if you say FF12 is your favorite Final Fantasy, I'm sending a police officer to your house.
I really want to talk to someone who likes 12 that much, because like I have no
Good
idea
luck.
what they're going to say.
Good luck.
I haven't played 12, but
It's not
that's
in
the
my
game
top
I'm gonna
5 or
like,
anything,
right?
but-
Because it's Star Wars. Isn't that the one that
No.
I
Yeah, I
like?
feel like that would be Sean's game.
Well, I don't know if you
Well-
like the gameplay. You might like the story. Okay, Egg, you're not like the one rule of mods is you're not allowed to time out Egg. That joke's not funny. It's never been funny.
I only
God,
timed
it's
him up because
so-
he said FF9 is.
Also,
blind.
it's not a joke. He just deserves it most of the time.
That was a bad comment. That was a
He's
bad
allowed to say
comment.
that. This is a hot take day. You're allowed to say
Fine.
whatever you want about Final
Fuck
Fantasy.
you, Egg.
What
Fuck
did
you,
Egg
Egg. Say whatever
say?
you want.
There needs to be more games in the series with female leads. Yes. We went through that.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Creative
that's.
Business Unit 3's Disney-esque devotion to both retreading ground to remind you of better games, plus the tendency to try to please as many people as possible in every way, stifles them creatively to a degree I'm not sure they'll ever be free of.
What a terrible take.
That's terrible.
You'll have to break that
I
down for
assume
me.
they're
I'm not sure
talking
about
about. I assume they're talking about the fact that 14
Oh,
takes a lot
14.
of stuff from
Okay.
prior games. Having played through Endwalker
That's the best.
up to
That's so
current
good.
content,
Didn't
like-
CBU3 also
like-
make 16?
Yes.
Yeah.
But they're not talking.
But they're talking about 14.
This is not
Okay,
relevant.
I got you,
to
I got you.
16.
because
If they're
because people
talking
talk about
16,
14,
this just makes no sense
Yeah.
and is insane.
people lovingly refer to 14 as like a Final Fantasy theme park,
Yoshi
like-
P referred to it as that.
and also do gamers. But
Mhm.
and yes, that part of the game is fun and cool, but 14's best parts are clearly the original stuff. So I don't. Yeah,
But
that's
also, like, if they didn't have, they like, some of the best parts of the game are the use of the old stuff, like the stuff with the Crystal Tower.
yeah, no, that's good. But I mean, I would say the best stuff of the game is major spoilers, so I can't talk about it. But I would say it's
Does
bad
anybody
guys.
care about
I'd say
the
the antagonists are the best part of the game and the writing, and that, from my understanding, is wholly original. I haven't seen that in anything else.
Egg, one, yes, you should buy a 1,000-piece Nier puzzle. Second, 14 does have Nier. It's the worst part of Final Fantasy 14, and you know how much I love Nier.
I've still
Nier.
never played it,
They're
and I
not
never
good.
will.
They're like the raids themselves, like actual combat encounters, really good. The story's god-awful. Skip the cutscenes.
Never gonna play 'em?
FF13 Trilogy is not trash at all and has a pretty decent storyline, and it doesn't deserve the exaggerated hate it received, and it deserves to be remastered for PS4 and PS5. Yes.
I mean, I don't. Does it need a remaster? I think it should be playable on PS4 and PS5.
I would
The
just
fact that
like.
it's the only one that isn't is crazy.
But I feel like if they bring it to PS4, PS5, you might as well make it just like an HD upscaling remaster, like the least amount of effort that they can put in to get it on modern consoles. But it absolutely, like, it's the only one not on modern consoles.
I guess-
11.
Fuck 11, it doesn't count. 11
I
is
guess
not Final
also,
Fantasy.
like, my
It is.
thought is, I don't know how high a 13 remaster is on their priority list, and I'd rather have it on the console
Yeah, they just
than
released
waiting
the
10
game.
more years for.
They already did a
a
light
remaster.
remaster for
You
the
know what
Game
I mean?
Pass edition. Just put it on console.
Yeah,
Please.
yeah.
Midgar is not the center or the heart of FF7, and the rest of the world is more interesting.
I mean,
You know, honestly,
I kind of agree with that.
I kind of agree with that. Yeah.
That's fine. Yeah.
FF8 is top 4. That's like, why is the Xbox low? Why do you have this?
Is it from Game Pass?
Probably.
FF8 is top 4. That kind of falls back into like saying
Not a
FF9
take,
is the
yeah,
best.
That's not a take level. So for me to like the tweet, it has to be a good take and a take that will have you like that.
Yeah. Like, I think if anybody, same thing with FF9. If somebody says FF9 is the best Final Fantasy, it's like an acceptable answer. Like, you might get some disagreements, but like, it's fine.
Have you
Is
ever
this a
finished
Final
8?
Fantasy take?
I have no idea. Nomura is wrong, and the juxtaposition of Square Enix character. This is not a Final Fantasy take.
Oh no, it's getting hard.
Yes. Stranger of Paradise not only deserves to be included as a mainline game, but it also is also better than a lot of the mainline games. I really wish it'd get the FF16 DLC, and eventually a sequel. What?
I don't know if I'd say that it's better than a lot of the mainline games, but I think
it's better
that
than
this.
a lot of them. Not all.
I
not all.
haven't
probably.
played I haven't played enough of them to be able to say that. Is why I said that.
I'd probably rather play that over like maybe the first like 8 mainline.
I think it's better than at
But-
least half of the mainline games.
Well, I agree, OJ, but also part of that, like, it's hard to say something like that for me because I'd almost rather play any game released in the last 10 years than any of those first 8
Well,
games.
good, because
You
most
know what
games
I
released in
mean?
the past 10 years are better than most games released before.
Yeah. I feel like that is. I don't have any feeling about what you just said, but I feel like a lot of people would have very strong feelings about what
They're
you just said.
wrong and have nostalgia blame and can't enjoy new things.
I don't want FF16 DLC. I would just like a full sequel with FF16 content included. I think it's had enough DLC. Let's just make another game.
I don't know. Yeah, just do something else. I don't think they'll make another one ever.
I don't know that it needs to be. I actually think I'd like another game with this idea, not necessarily a sequel to like.
Yeah, you have to change up. I think they did pretty much everything they could. There are how many jobs in that game? Like,
Yeah.
40, something like that. It's
I think over
ridiculous
40.
amount. Like,
Yeah, it's
you'd have
a
to do
lot.
something pretty different with it. But 13 is one of the best, and Vanille is the most interesting main character of the game series in the series. I really like Vanille, and yeah, okay.
Is that Vanille?
Yes,
That is.
I also very much like Vanille.
Vanille's a very good character, but you would get this. She's not the most popular.
I don't think she's the best main character.
No, I don't think
She's
so
good.
either.
Hey, I
fine.
agree with this tweet. I agree with this
13 was
tweet.
a
I haven't played
Lightning
13
was a
and I agree with
fantastic
it.
protagonist, and her stoicism would not be as widely criticized if she had been a man.
That
You know-
Yeah.
Like,
That kind of
applies-
goes to what I said. You know, so maybe I'm a hater.
I would say that applies to every single female protagonist.
Yeah.
Female protagonists get like, I mean, look at Captain Marvel. People get mad about it. It's like, hey, look, she acts just like Robert Downey Jr. as Tony Stark. You're just mad because she's a woman. Like it's that's not a Final Fantasy exclusive thing. That is just a media thing.
I want to be clear, I don't like Captain Marvel because she's boring, and that's it.
Yeah.
Pen
And 'cause
2
she's
is a
stoic,
banger,
you know.
and I accept no alternative opinions. True. Repost.
2 is a banger. The ending is my favorite part.
The
canon ending.
ending.
The canon ending.
Emmett Selk. Sephiroth.
Yes!
No.
Oh no.
No.
No, yes. Shut the fuck up,
Nah,
Aggro.
they're-
Aggro, you cannot say that Sephiroth is a better character than Emmett Selk.
Emmett Selk isn't even my second favorite antagonist of.
Get the
I don't even know
fuck
who
outta
Emmett
here.
Selk
Get
is.
the fuck out of here.
Does he smell good or bad?
Emmett Selk isn't just the best Final Fantasy antagonist. He's also just like one of the greatest characters that I've seen in a video game.
Yeah, I called you to say that.
How does he smell? Good or bad?
Awful.
Ew. Stinky boy.
Mm.
Like that tweet. That's
Yeah,
true.
I
That's
will.
true.
Good
That's
for him.
true.
It's not actually no, because it's not a controversial opinion at all.
That's not
It's the least controversial opinion. Emmett Selk is the most
it?
popular, like the most.
Or is it?
No.
Hold on. Is it not
Yeah, like,
controversial in your
no.
niche?
No,
In your niche?
among
No.
people that have played both 14
Like,
and
even-
7, this is
Yeah,
not a
that's-
unpopular opinion at all.
like
I feel like that's a
everything-
nicher circle than you're
whenever-
considering.
That's a
whenever I
very
see
large
14
circle. It's the 2 most popular games in the series.
Sephiroth is
Whenever-
one of the most popular characters in video game history, not
No,
just
Yeah.
in Final Fantasy.
Whenever I see 14 in like any mention, that is the character I always
Yes.
see.
Mhm.
That
Yes,
is the
Emmett Selk
character
wins all the
everybody
popularity polls nowadays.
So,
I
like,
don't know
if
anything-
10,000 people know who Emmett Selk is, 100 million know who Sephiroth
Okay,
is.
popularity
Like,
does
the-
not equal quality.
yeah,
I'm not
that
liking
does
the
not
tweet.
that doesn't matter. Yeah, so people who know both characters will likely pick Emmett Selk. Like I could guarantee you that.
I think that most people that would see this tweet would go, "You're wrong. I also don't know who you're talking about," and that's
Yeah,
what makes it
yeah,
the controversial
yeah, but that
take.
doesn't- Yeah, but that's not the question. Like if
That's
somebody
what makes
knows,
it the controversial take. Is if a lot of people see the tweet and go, "I disagree with you," because they
Okay.
don't know, that's still controversial. A lot of controversy comes from people just not understanding or not knowing things. Like,
okay.
I don't know.
you know what I
Like,
mean?
Maybe, but like the 7 games have sold like what 10
You're
million copies altogether.
you're just a 7
25
fanboy,
million
and I
people have
understand.
played
It's okay.
14. I love.
Don't worry
14.
about it. You're just a
I'm
7
not big on him
fanboy.
itself. I like both Xenos and
If
Perdola
you were
more.
to just, if I were to just make a tweet that hit everybody's Twitter ever, and I said name a Final Fantasy character,
Yes, Sephiroth's more
Sephiroth would
popular
be-
among people who've never played any of the games.
and so if you see this, if somebody saw this tweet, they would disagree.
They go, "Who's that?" and move on.
Exactly. That's what makes it controversial.
I don't even know who we're
Moving
talking.
Okay, this one. Oh boy.
This is why I'm here, dude.
I
Because
see
you guys are
people
wrong.
say give us a female protagonist in Final Fantasy all the time, but all you do, you one better. Give us more women writing Final Fantasy. Sure, yeah, it's true.
Yeah.
Isakama was one of the best writers
Hey,
they've ever had.
Yeah, the best Final Fantasy story is written by women. So,
It's true.
you know.
FF7 isn't fun to play. Wow. Okay.
That's true. That's true.
You know, I agree, man. Like that's like that.
Like the
Fine.
tweet. That's true.
FF7
Like the tweet.
remake is the best combat of the series. True.
That's also true.
Okay.
That's also true.
Like that. Good take.
The only reason y'all don't fuck with Hojo like y'all do with Reno, Sephiroth,
This is actually
Rufus,
true.
insert sexy FF7 villain here, is because y'all think he's ugly. Be honest with yourselves. True.
No,
Yo!
and that's actually so true. That's actually so true.
Okay.
That gets a repost.
Is that a hot take?
Yes.
I mean, it got lots of likes, but so I don't know.
I,
but
I think it's a hot take. I think that I don't know if it's a hot take, but I think it's something that needs to be said. Not even in the context of FF7, but villains absolutely get like pretty privilege, where it's like, I love this villain. This one's a freak. It's like, no, they're both freaks.
They're both freaks. Just
You
one
just
of
want
them.
to fuck the other one.
Yep.
Yeah.
To be fair, Sephiroth is a baddie.
Huh. Wow.
Okay.
Man, SB the straightest thing alive.
Egg just wants to fuck Vexen, is what I'm getting from chat right now.
I see. Good for you, Egg. I will die
Bad for my
fighting
eyes,
on this
though.
hill. 13 does not deserve an ounce. Okay, we gotta skip past the 13 is
Yeah,
good.
I don't
takes.
want to hear about 13 anymore.
The best contributions Final Fantasy has made to its genre and to culture as a whole is when it has experimented imperfectly. Calls for a, quote, good Final Fantasy game usually mean a Final Fantasy game that follows industry conventions, which would almost certainly be worse for it. Yeah.
That's a little too big.
That's definitely
that's
a
little too
controversial take, but I don't know. Yeah,
I
I'm
think
with.
you'd be surprised.
I'm with.
Every time a new game comes out, people complain. The majority of people complain because it's not like another game they want it to be like.
big. Yeah.
I guess. I just think that's a controversial take, like, regardless of the genre, because what it's saying is, I don't want you to make a safe, good game. I want you to swing for the fences, and maybe it's actually bad.
Yeah, most people
Like,
want to save good
and
game.
I think most people are gonna be like, no, give me a good game. I don't want you to maybe make a bad game. What the fuck?
Yeah,
you know,
they're wrong.
So that's I agree, and that's why I think that's a
This person's
controversial
correct.
take. Yeah.
Every game in the series has more fans than haters. The only reason any of the Final Fantasy games are considered divisive is because the haters are loud.
I think that's
True,
just like
but I wouldn't say
think
it's
it's just
Well,
None
But
I know
that's media. That's
yeah,
just
I
like-
think that's
yeah,
just
it's
true about
everything.
everything. Like,
Kate Sith is the best FF7 character.
That is so
I agree.
fully-
I agree.
that might be bait. I don't know if that's bait.
Oh, it's definitely bait.
So it's controversial.
Yes.
So give it the like.
No, it's not good. It's not a good take. It has to be
But-
both a good take and something that would get.
I feel like the rules have changed
that'll
7
have-
times.
No, that's what I said right from the
See what I
get-go.
did there? 7 times. See
7
there?
seconds. For the end.
7 To the end.
The Dane
What will
is
you do with it?
underappreciated compared to Cloud and Squall, yet he is a better leader / friend to his allies. He is everyone's big brother and teaches people the importance of living life. Plus, he has some of the
Living
best
life.
inspirational quotes in the
Hey,
series.
on the edge of tomorrow.
Zane is an incel.
I think
Probably
Zidane
true.
is out. If you're comparing him to base games Cloud and FF8 Squall, from what I've seen, I have not finished it. Yeah, Zidane's the best. I think
Yeah,
Zidane's the best
yeah, I
character
think so.
in 9.
I would disagree with you.
Here's one of my takes. I don't think Vivi's in the top 3 characters in FF9.
I hate you so much.
I hate Vivi.
Overrated, I think.
Vivi's
I think
good.
VB.
Just
He's good.
Zidane, Garnet, and Steiner are way better.
I've never played FF9, so Vivi's just that short fuck from Kingdom Hearts 2 to me, so I hate him.
Oh man, when you
I
play
remember
9, you're gonna
when-
fall in love with Vivi.
When I
Nope,
first
I'm
played
already...
KT as a kid, I thought Vivi was a heartless. And
No, he's not wrong.
I kind of thought the same thing, actually.
uh
I thought he was some kind of little monster thing. Actually, it's just occurring to me now. Is Vivi a human?
No.
I can't say anything because you haven't
Because
played
I
the
was
game.
gonna say, as of right now, I don't.
I can't tell you
Every
what,
time
what
I
he
look
is,
at Vivi,
but they're very
he looks like a little
blatant from the
monster.
get-go that he's not a normal person.
yeah, he's just a little monster.
Yeah, he's a little
gremlin.
racist though.
He's kind of what I imagine Egg looks like.
Wow, Egg.
holy shit.
Anyways.
Okay.
God, shut the fuck up about 13.
Yeah. Kefka was boring, cliche villain. Yeah, let's go. Okay, don't look, you're not allowed to look. Never mind.
I'm not
Can't read the
looking.
rest. Series needs to take more creative risks to survive, not attempt to.
We just
repeat
saw that
into
tweet.
itself. Yeah. It's not even that controversial, but Tifa and Aerith's full backstory is being shoved into a book instead of a game, and characters like Zack and Vincent getting their own is unfair to me. No, because Zack and Vincent have interesting stories, and I mean Tifa.
Yeah.
I guess no. Vincent fine. Zack has interesting backstory. Tifa and Aerith do not have interesting backstory.
Okay, so here, I'm just gonna
For a
rephrase
full
this
game.
then.
Women.
For a full
I'll
game.
just rephrase this then. It's kind of weird that Zack and Vincent are given interesting backstories and Tifa and Aerith aren't. Like, it's not even... I think part of this is you would also want them to be better.
I think they have good backstories for the game. It's just you can't make a full game out of their backstories. I think you could have given Tifa a game instead of Vincent. That would have been cool.
I think Final
Vincent's
Fantasy
also the most
VII...
mid-2000s core character to ever exist, so it makes sense he got the game.
I think FF7 would be better if Crisis Core never existed.
That's the worst take you've ever had.
I think that if you just kept Zack as, like, what he is in 7, the series would be better off for
Game
it.
would be trash.
Honestly,
Zack's the
after
best character in the
replaying-
franchise, so...
After replaying Crisis Core, like, that game is written so god-awful.
It's so good.
I kind of agree with Sean.
No.
Like, maybe...
Zack just makes it worse.
No. I'm
The
very,
existence
I'm
of
very
Zack-
happy that I can, like, I'm not getting upset at saying this because I win. I'm right. I get Zack
Like,
on the
well,
logo
like
with
Zack-
Cloud and Sephiroth equal
Well,
to
Zack-
the two of them.
He does.
That's great, but, like, everything about the story in Crisis Core
It's amazing.
is just incredibly, like, there's like, no pacing in that game.
Oh yeah, the pacing's
Aggro,
terrible.
you also shouldn't get mad because you know that the bit when I came in is that it's good that I'm here because I know the most, when in reality, I've played like 4 of these games.
I know.
None of my opinions should have any sort of stock taken in them.
Nah. A compilation of F7 was never really that confusing, just inaccessible. Yeah.
Yeah, that's fair.
I guess.
Pretty straightforward.
Is it?
Yes.
It is, yeah.
Like, it's not in Remake currently because the extra stuff is still a mystery. Like, it is still what's going on.
Yeah, I guess, yeah.
But before that, it was pretty straightforward, at least within the games itself.
They should get rid of Dirge.
Dirge is the best. Not really. It's really good though.
Dirge is not.
Aerith is more than
Hey,
her
that's a
death. She deserves to be
spoiler,
remembered for
spoiler!
being a great character rather than dying. In OG7,
So
the most interesting thing she did was die.
Is it a
That's-
hot
there's
take
my hot
that
take.
Aerith is kind of not great?
I agree with you.
I love her.
Until Remake, I love her in
Like,
Remake.
in Remake, she's basically a different character.
Pretty much.
Because in
At least
OG7,
she's very different. She's a much more interesting character.
OG7, she's like almost a non-character. Like she kind of stops existing when she's in the party, like after you leave. Like she basically gets almost nothing.
Well, Aerith is more interesting in Remake because of, like, the fact that it's a remake. Like, you couldn't... What makes her so interesting in 7, in Remake, you couldn't do in OG7 because, like...
I also liked her more in
Yeah,
Crisis
yeah.
Core than original 7.
Yeah.
But,
The whole thing that makes her
Egg
interesting
says
is
I got mad at
she
him
knows
for
what's
saying
up.
that exact same thing. Probably. but I'm always more willing to defend a good thing than like I don't know what I'm trying to say. Like if you said it, then I want to defend it.
Yeah. Well, and if Egg says anything, normally he's wrong. You know,
Like
is
if
part of the
if
thing,
I'm
so.
here, like or yeah, how to put it? I'm usually like if I'm talking to this group, at least OJ and SV, I'm usually on closer to the liking 15
Wrong side of
But if
history.
I'm talking to Tyler and Sean together about 15, guess what? 15's the worst thing to ever be made. It killed my mother.
Yeah. I'm the same way. I'm the same way about 16.
16's a good game.
16 is a fine game unless I'm with aggro, and
Yeah.
then it's one of the worst games ever made.
Triple Triad being from FF8 doesn't make 8 a good fantasy RPG.
Okay,
What is-
true.
I mean that's
What
true.
is it? Sorry?
Okay, I love Yam. I love Yam so much. Yam has a very weird hatred for FF8. And I
What did you
I
say?
think,
Sorry? I don't.
Triple
I don't
Triad
know.
being from FF8 doesn't make
I
8
don't-
a good fantasy RPG. I mean that's true.
I think
What does
Yam's
that
just looking to take a swing at 8. And,
What does
and
that mean?
I don't blame him, because I would just be looking to take a swing at 16 if I did this, but I think Yam is just looking to take a swing at 8.
I don't know what that take means. What
Wow.
like what about?
So he's
I-
saying that just because FF8 has triple triad doesn't make it a good fantasy RPG.
I think he's
Like,
just
why,
saying...
why would that? Why
I
would
think
that
he's
determine?
Because just because you have a good card game doesn't mean you're a good RPG.
Yeah,
is
I
what
think he's
he's
trying to
saying.
say that the only good thing about 8 is
OJ,
triple
I'm just
triad.
repeating what he's saying.
I
And
know, but like, I don't understand.
OJ, he's just taking a swing at 8!
Don't worry
He's
about
just
it.
taking a
Fine.
swing at 8!
No, but like, it doesn't.
It doesn't mean anything!
OJ, there's no basis. OJ, you do once.
OJ, you're
Why
thinking
don't
too
you
hard
try?
about it. There's no basis. He's just taking a swing at 8.
Okay.
It's like how
Okay.
I just take swings at 16.
It's just like it doesn't make any logical sense.
That's
I
so-
don't
yes,
know what
that-
it is.
Aggro,
Just
get it off
taking
the
a
screen. Aggro, get it off the screen. He's tunnel vision.
Scroll,
FF8
please.
deserves a remake more than 7
Scroll,
or 9.
scroll,
No.
Next.
FF13
Not
is
more.
good
That's
actually,
true.
and y'all just hate women.
We should like that tweet.
Yes, true.
I mean, I do hate women.
Clarith is so
Oh,
obvious
no.
in Advent Children.
Can
and
we
Lance.
just,
What do you mean
can we
Advent
just scroll?
Children?
That's a spoiler for me.
I don't want to talk about FF7 shipping.
FF10
I'd rather
is
kill
the best
myself.
story in the series, and it's not even close.
True.
Right.
No.
Boo. Wrong. Clive and Jill are the childhood friends trope that Cloud and Tifa tried to be, but are not.
God, I hate that I'm agreeing about something.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't want to give
Yeah.
FF16 any points, but the Clive and Joe relationship is like one of the only good things about that game. So I will give them this.
That actually is just Cloud and Tifa, huh?
Yeah, but like done better.
Yeah. Huh. I didn't really realize that. Yeah.
None of the mainline FF titles go below a 6.
I played the first game. That game fucking sucks. That's not true.
One's
FF1,
I
FF1 is one of the
6.
worst video games I've ever played in my life. It's like a 2.
Which version did you play?
I enjoy playing
The
one.
PS.
Oh, there you go.
Version,
There
like
you
the
go.
PSP.
Play the Pixel remaster.
It wasn't out when I played 1. You
No?
fuck.
One is good. 2 is not.
Two is
2 is
bad.
like
2
maybe
is
a 3 out of 10.
A 5 at most.
2 is maybe a 3 out of 10.
Probably. Everything else.
1
though,
is
yeah.
a 2.
Everything
1 is a
else fine.
2. 1 is one of the worst games I've ever played in my
Okay.
life.
Titus last.
Okay, yeah, we
who
talked about
cares?
this already.
For 8 over
Yeah,
7. Wow.
hey, who cares?
No one would care about Sephiroth if he wasn't premium spank material. His design
That's
carries
actually-
his popularity.
I don't
Yeah,
think I don't agree totally. I don't agree with the no one would care, but I do think that the fact that he's hot is a big part of it.
Sephiroth's design helps a lot with people liking him.
Yes.
I don't like this tweet.
16 felt more like a Final Fantasy than 15 ever did. Boo.
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 No, that's-
You know.
5 is the best
I wanna
FF
say he's wrong.
protagonist.
That might be true.
Probably.
No.
It's up there.
Not when Titus exists.
Ugh.
I think Clive might be my second favorite behind Titus, maybe.
He might be my second favorite behind Titus, but you know.
Yeah.
They're all wonderful in their own ways, and pitting against each other is silly. Content.
Based.
Cody.
Based.
Content.
Uh-oh, Folsey!
Halsey! Final
Oh,
Fantasy 7
no!
and Final Fantasy 7 Remake aren't top 3 FF games, and Crazy Score isn't above an 8 at best.
Here's
Oh,
the thing.
shit.
You're right about Crisis Core and 7.
Ooh.
But 7 Remake is one of the best video games ever made,
Yo,
so you're
Crisis
wrong about
Core-
that one.
When did you last play Crisis Core Aggro?
When the remake came out. The remaster.
That game's so bad, man.
It was fun.
Crisis Core-
It was fun. I
Crisis
really
Core-
liked the story in that game. The pacing's terrible. But
Not
the characters
good,
are really
man.
good. Genesis is a great
No,
character.
no, no.
Sephiroth's great. Angeala's great. Zack's the best ever. What's her name?
Angeal-
Cisne's good.
And Geo basically gets nothing.
I'm gonna fall
good.
asleep if we talk about Crisis Core any longer.
Oh, have a nice nap. No. I should be able to eat a tank's jobstone if they drop stance to try and teach someone a lesson.
That's just funny.
Is
Original
eat like when
FF7
they
from
say
the
eat?
PS1 is not a perfect game. What a terrible take.
Do
I
they
mean,
when they
true,
say
but-
eat a
Yeah.
tank's jobstone? Do they
We did.
literally like?
We did.
Is
Paul,
that? Can you hear me?
Yeah.
Yes. Hi. What?
Okay.
We're ignoring you. What?
Do they? Do they? Now is that like a mechanic in FF14 where like I'm gonna eat your jobstone and become
No,
your
it's
job?
not. It's
They're
not.
just I didn't know
No.
if when they said eat they meant like
That-
consume.
Can
No.
somebody clip Esper yelling, "Can you hear me?"
I wasn't
just
getting any
ignoring you.
answers. I couldn't get answers.
Folsey, I give your tweet a 2 out of 3. 7 Remake is one of the best video games ever made, but your other 2 points are true.
Actually, you know what? No, actually, I kind of agree. I agree with you. I'd say Crisis Core is an 8. So actually, I do agree with 2 of them.
I am really lucky I didn't review Crisis Core
Mm.
because I would
Uh-huh.
maybe
What the
give it like
fuck
a
is it?
5. If I were-
Paradigm Shift in FF13 is just dollar store dress sphere from FF10 too.
Oh no.
Wow.
I'm mad
No.
because they're not
Nah.
wrong.
No.
They're not
Mechanically
wrong.
wrong. That is mechanically wrong.
Yeah,
It's,
that's
it's,
so,
close.
so wrong.
It's
Like,
close.
Talk about Lightning Returns if you want to talk about the dress sphere system. It literally
I'm
has
looking at the
dress
next tweet
spheres.
already, and I'm gonna put my head
Lightning
through my
is not a
fucking.
bad character. Yes, we know. You like Genesis, and he thinks he's a good villain. Yes. Let's go.
I do like Genesis. I do like Genesis.
This is great.
Egg.
Yes, Lightning Returns his dress sphere.
Egg's about to go play 13.
Yeah, I've been trying to tell him this for forever. He's gonna love Lightning Returns. Lightning, how many outfits does Lightning have? It's a very large amount.
God, he's so stupid.
This is so good. Ardbert is secretly the best character in Final Fantasy. That's not a bad take. That's not an unpopular take. Ardbert's
That's not an
very, very
unpopular
popular.
take. Also, but he's not the best character in his game, so
No, he's up there though. He's in my top.
yeah, he's. I'd say top 5 for me.
Is he from 14?
Yeah.
Okay.
Five.
Shut the fuck up about
top
Lightning and
3
13.
FF games are 14, 16, and 13. Okay.
Okay.
World
sure.
of Final Fantasy is in top 3 best FF games, far above the garbage bin that is 8.
Okay.
Mhm.
Sure.
Okay.
Okay.
Yes, you can dress up your anime egg. Yes.
Destroy
Just
this
man. Nomura does his best work when he's delegated to character design and someone is around to tell him, no, we're not making a crazy time travel plot. He literally did that. He's the one who said that.
Okay, and also, time travel the time travel isn't that bad in Kingdom Hearts.
It's
I don't
not.
Think I don't think we're talking about Kingdom Hearts.
I think he's also talking about Kingdom Hearts.
You know,
Oh,
you know
Maybe.
that's an article I should write. That's an article I should write. The
That
time
the-
travel wasn't bad in Kingdom Hearts.
Yo.
Okay,
I can't wait. Let's
I
leave a stream reading the quote retweets on that.
yeah, I don't know if I'd give such a definitive isn't bad, but it's not as bad as people say. It's fine. It's time travel is difficult wherever
Sean-
you're going.
No,
to
Sean
what it
says
is.
time travel isn't
So-
real.
Yeah,
So what
well,
it is-
exactly.
Sean's
What it
cooking.
is that people look at the concept of it and they dismiss it
Yeah.
right away.
I really like the way that time travel works in KH. I think it's a good system, to be honest.
Also, hey, you know what game had time travel? Final Fantasy 1.
It did.
That's true,
It did
it
have
did.
time travel.
What a
It did.
terrible
First
fucking
video
game.
game to ever have time travel.
What an
Maybe.
awful fucking
I don't
video.
know.
It might be. It's old. It's old. That's an old game.
Probably some Back to the Future game that was terrible.
Probably.
Back to the future, more like Back to the Pooter.
You have
That's
a
a good
12
movie.
cast of some
Anyways.
of the most well-written and
Double-